guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelbie, and today I'm doing a little bit of everything. I had a pretty crazy weekend, so I will go over that with you. A little glimpse into the future. Fishing in South Carolina is crazy. Crazy. Extremely fun, extremely exciting, way more exciting than normal fishing, but crazy. Right now, I am currently working on some meal prep that I should have gotten done this weekend, but didn't. So what I'm about to be cooking is just some steak with some peppers. I typically get red and yellow and green peppers. However, the yellow and red peppers at the grocery store this weekend were almost like $2.50 or so a piece, which I get is not, $2.50 is not a lot in general, but for peppers, when this thing was 80 cents, that just means that we're going with green only this week. It's insane. It really is crazy how much prices are just. So as I'm cutting up these peppers, let me tell you about my weekend. So, I like fishing. I've done it a lot before. It's always been something that I enjoy, and it's definitely something that you can do in South Carolina. So this weekend, my husband and I updated our fishing license. We went fishing. Well, as we were fishing, we start to notice something in the distance. Do you see something swimming over here? Yeah, I do. What is that? Is that a log? I don't know, it's moving kind of fast for a log that's just floating around. What is that? Oh. Is that an alligator? I think so. I think that's an alligator. Okay, we're from Alabama and Georgia. We don't really have alligators there. We're not Florida people. We have spent a lot of time in California. They don't have alligators there. We haven't really seen an alligator just chilling. Except this guy wasn't just chilling. He was pretty excited to come see us because, unfortunately, that alligator was completely comfortable around people, and it is because other people were not with our group, but other people at some point have clearly fed him because he saw people and he's like, oh, heck yeah, dinner time. So little PSA, don't feed alligators because when you feed them, they stop feeding themselves. As we start to realize what's coming our way, we're not like freaking out or anything, but we haven't seen an alligator in real life. And then my lovely husband gets my line stuck on a tree. So as we're trying to get that unstuck, alligator hears it. He's like, ooh, that sounds like a fish. Just like flopping around in the water. That sounds like breakfast. I'm gonna go over there. Broseph swims over and he starts eating my bobber. I've never seen that happen before, but at one point my bobber was completely in his mouth. And that wasn't the only time he did it. He would go over to other people's bobbers and just be like, no. And then you would realize like this tastes like nothing. And I didn't know alligators could spit. But he would just be like, oh, to the bobber, spit it back out. I didn't know alligators could spit, but it seems like they can. And I'm just cutting up some beef shoulder steak to go with my peppers. Back to the alligator. After that alligator tried to eat my bobber, he also tried to swim through the tree that my bobber was stuck on, which did not work very well for him right at the start. I think he forgot how big his belly was, don't we all? He got a little bit stuck there, but he got himself out, and it was just a crazy thing. And I know maybe you're thinking like, that's not that crazy, at least he didn't eat anybody. I'm from Georgia, okay? We don't have alligators that come and eat your bobber. When you're fishing, the only thing that's going to eat you is mosquitoes. The video that I have of the alligator eating my bobber is shot vertically, but I'm still going to put it into this video right now.
Oh, got it. The alligator just had the bobber in its mouth.
No.
You're gonna have to cut it.
I'm eating it. Did it get caught?
Yeah, it's caught on that tree. Stop.
No.
We're gonna have to cut it. What are you doing?
I was gonna see if you could grab it in his coat. Oh my gosh. Look at him. He might get stuck.
Oh. You are a crazy alligator.
He might have gotten that unstuck.
Who?
Welcome back to the alligator free zone. It is important to note, I know that the alligator looked like he was getting tangled up in fishing line. He did not, don't worry. This weekend we were fishing with some little kids. So it was really fun to see their reaction. You can hear them talking in the video. They're just like, that's a crazy alligator. What is he? He's eating bobbers, running through trees. What is he doing? So that was fun too. Just to see little kids' reaction, and I think my reaction was the same, just not having seen that before. Alligators are really just floating logs that had a baby with a lizard. This is so much chopping. I love this combination. I hate the work that goes into it. Now, I am going to put my only green peppers into my skillet, let them soften up for a little while, and then I'll put my steak in, and yeah, that's pretty much all it takes. Most of the time I would have onions chopping up with this, but I don't know, I wasn't really in an onion mood, so didn't put onions in here. As my skillet warms up, I am also starting to get my smoothie for tonight's dinner ready. And there you have it. Now, when I tell you that I put a lot of pumpkin pie spice and apple pie spice and allspice into my smoothie, I am not joking. Okay, I have some homemade taco seasoning that will be going on my pepper steak, peppers and steak, along with a little bit of salt, and then this is pretty much done. You know, the fact that we still don't have smell-o-vision is just, what are we doing? I really think that we are not focusing our minds and our abilities in technology on the right technological areas. I mean, we're over here with like these amazing medical advancements and we still can't smell the television? That is ridiculous. I mean, that's insane. Just kidding. But this smells amazing. Last minute ad, which if you've watched this channel, you know that's kind of what I do. Just, that would be good. I put some of the hardest word to say, Worcestershire, which you know what I'm talking about. I added just a little spritz of that to the end, and then I've turned off the heat so it's starting to cool down. That Worcestershire sauce will thicken up. It'll almost caramelize a little bit, and it tastes delicious. Really delicious. I'm here for it. Now I know for a lot of meal preps that you see them dividing things into little creative containers and making everything look gorgeous and just putting a ton of effort and work and time into their meal prep. That's not what I like to do. What I like to do is just make a lot of the base ingredients. That way, if I wake up tomorrow and I don't feel like having this main with this side and that, I don't have to. If tomorrow I feel like having scrambled eggs and steak, I can. If I feel like having only steak and peppers, I can. One, it cuts down your time by hours. There's no organization and you don't have to buy fancy containers. You just throw it all into one. Just do the main thing that you're gonna eat that week and then you're good. And another tip, if you are going fishing somewhere around South Carolina this weekend, watch out for alligators. Also, if you are going fishing in South Carolina sometime this weekend and you see an alligator, don't be surprised when you don't catch any fish. Because it actually makes a lot of sense if you aren't catching fish when there's an alligator around. This didn't dawn on us until later, but we didn't catch any fish when we were fishing and the alligator was hanging around. But what kind of fish is dumb enough to just chill out next to something that can eat them? And we were fishing off of a dock and the alligator was just making his way around the dock. So if you're trying to catch fish and there's an alligator, you might need to go somewhere else. Although seeing the alligator is very exciting and totally cool and maybe even better than catching a fish, I don't know. As a first-time alligator seer, it could have been considered better than a fish because it was just so cool. But catching a fish is like pretty darn awesome too. No matter what, do not feed the alligators. I know it's cool to feed something that you don't usually see every day. If you want to do that, go to a zoo or a petting zoo where they let you do that and it's controlled. Don't feed the alligators. I know it's fun. Stop. We're adults, okay? Get over it. Sometimes you just have to do things that aren't fun, like not feeding alligators. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today. Thank you so much for listening to my cool alligator story. This was my first time ever experiencing an alligator firsthand in the wild, up close. And it was just super cool to watch that thing get stuck on a tree and almost eat my bobber. I'll never forget that. Even if it seems little, it was big to me. Continue your meal prepping. And if you want any more recipe videos or meal prep videos or keto food making videos, tune in to any of these videos wherever I decide to place them to watch even more. And I will see y'all next time. Bye!